This month, and today Greenville County investigators, victims advocates, and some victims themselves met with Greenville Health System to talk about how serious a problem it is.
Yeah, this is a complex crime that 7 News reporter Kirsten Glavin has been following for about a year now, and she's joining us here live at 7 on Main to explain in more detail. Kirsten.
Well, Gordon, Amy, we know the issue is here and we know it's growing, but sex trafficking investigators and even victims say people are still having a hard time dropping the stereotypes and understanding that this can happen to anyone. One survivor proved that to a crowd of people today as she shared her story.
My mom's side of the family was like very strict.
She was an honors student with parents in law enforcement.
That's not normal. That doesn't happen in everyone's family.
Growing up, Kat Weehunt says her family was close and everything seemed normal from the outside. But the 26-year-old says looking back, she can't remember a time where sexual abuse didn't exist in her life.
I knew that my body felt violated. I knew that I was violated, but I just didn't understand why or how or what it meant or why it was happening to me.
Raped at 12 and at 14, trafficked by her older cousin. Although he acted as her pimp, she says she trusted him because he was family.
These are the people that are supposed to take care of you. These are the people that are supposed to protect you. And these are the people that have, you know the most and that are closest with you. So you already have that bond.
Weehunt's situation is surprisingly common in South Carolina. In 2016, familial trafficking was the most common form of relationship between a trafficker and victim in the state.
We do see a number of cases where family members are trading children. We've worked at least 2 in the last year, one where a family member was trading a child for rent.
Jonathan Bastoni works with Greenville County's Sex Trafficking Unit and the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. He's been in charge of large-scale prostitution stings like Operation Millstone back in February, where 7 News exclusively went undercover to capture investigators taking traffickers into custody. He says last year they made 19 arrests in the county, and now traffickers are just starting to go through the court system after the human trafficking law first went into effect about 6 years ago.
And we're beginning to see how our judges will interpret this law and what kind of sentencing we're going to get for this. And we're obviously hoping that they'll give good sentences that are applicable to the crime, but we're beginning to see that, and that's kind of exciting to look for in the future.
There are a lot of great programs in the Upstate that help victims get out of that way of life. Switch is a big one, along with Jasmine Road. They were both there today, and they offer a lot of services for those who do want to get the help.
Yeah, hopefully people will get that help and reach out to those locations and agencies. What about the hospital system getting involved here? What's their role in this?
Well, investigators were talking to them a little bit about some signs that they can look for. Obviously, there's the physical signs of abuse, sexual abuse to look out for, but there's also emotional signs there as well. Sometimes it could even just be that feeling that something is off, and that's something they really want to focus on and have people trust their gut instincts and report it and have them look into it instead of just ignoring it and letting that person leave and go out the door, because a lot of these victims do end up in the hospitals.
Interesting. All right, Kirsten, keep on top of this for us. You do a great job. Thank you.